Hey drummers and drumettes, my name is Tariq Gardner and welcome to UMS Performance Playground. I'm a professional drummer, composer, producer, and UMS teaching artist, and I'm so happy that you could join me to learn more about the djembe. So I've always loved music. I come from an artistic family. My mother is a bassist and my father's an artist. Being around my mother naturally, I was taken around a bunch of musical situations, a whole lot of different artists, and I just love the variety. I love seeing the way that I could make a living doing something that I love so much. So I've been playing the drums for about 16 years at this point. So legend has it, this guy is rumored to be over 800 years old. He's got a lot of stories to tell. Speaking of which, a main use of the djembe was as a vehicle to tell stories of family lineage. Also, the djembe roughly translates to gather together. So what we have here today is what's known as the kassa rhythm. The kassa rhythm originates in the Mali regions of Africa, particularly on the western coast. Kassa basically translates to granary. It's a harvest type of rhythm, something that was played after a successful hunt. It was originally made to signify a hunter's satchel that they would keep their berries and their things in for energy. And it translated to, further down the line, a song that people would use to work when they were harvesting the plants and their grains, so that to keep everybody happy while they're working, because we're getting ready to eat. We're getting ready to eat as this community. So let's get to it. So the first thing we have here with the kassa rhythm, and with most rhythms that we have as far as the djembe goes in African drumming, we have a call out. We have a call, right? So the call out is the thing that signifies everybody we're about to begin, or signifies the group that drums are about to be played if there is a single drummer. So what we have here to start with is, it goes like, bing, da ding, ding, da ding, ba da bump. Okay, so that's how we start. That's how you know we're rolling. That's how you know we're rolling. So to demonstrate the kassa rhythm, you need to know three things about the tones you can get out of this drum. You can get a lot of different tones out of this drum, but the three you need to know: you have the bass, which is your hands are closed, striking the middle of the drum. Deeper bass sound. You have your tone, hands are closed, thumbs are out. Somewhat of the melody of the drum. And we have slap. Hands are spread apart. The sound is slightly more deadened, and it's mostly there for accenting purposes, for what's going to be louder, what's going to pop out at you in the rhythm. So to demonstrate the rhythm after the call out, so we have just as a piece. Now all together. Doesn't that get you into a groove? Doesn't that get you groovy? Makes you kind of want to do something. Maybe play while people are cleaning around the house, It's practical. It's practical. And now these three sets of sounds are things that you can get off of about any surface you can pick from, whether you're talking about pots, whether you're talking about countertops, if you have like a tambourine or something like that, you can get these three sounds and have a sort of similar rhythm. You'll be able to make a similar sound out of it. So one more time for demonstration purposes. I'll do it all from the top. Okay, so call out, and here's the rhythm. kassa. So, a little more backstory on the djembe. It comes from the Mali Empire, which grew from modern-day Guinea into what are now 11 modern-day cultures. Now, being that Mali's empire grew into so many different cultures and how large it was, playing the djembe became very popular as a mode of communication for people across all cultural borders. The rhythms of the djembe can create what are called surrogate languages, which is where a sound can replicate a spoken language and send cues over long distances. Isn't that cool? And communicating as such, it was used for many communal gatherings. Whether it was a wedding, whether it was harvest or work, whether it was for a village meeting and the chief got an important announcement, the craftsmen of the village, they would carve these drums out of specific trees and leave offerings of libations for the tree's spirits before carving it, such that it would be able to carry on its duty as a tool of communication. There will be a specific bloodline of people that will be trained to learn the djembe's rhythms and taught family oral tradition, and as such be passed down for generations. What we call these people in these bloodlines are called griots. To spell the griot, there is a silent T, G-R-I-O-T. That's a griot. Now, there were many rhythms that were lost over the course of American slavery. Now, this stems from the fact that Europeans knew that speaking through rhythms and drums were one of the main ways that the African people found community, how they communicated with one another. So they would take their drums away from them. This ancient instrument that we call the djembe. And if you would like to learn more about him and his roots and what he represents, please check out the Google Slides paired with this video. There are also worksheets included in this video to write down your impressions and thoughts about the djembe. Really popular guy, gets a lot of comments. So, to bid you adieu, I'll say goodbye to you and how we say in drums.